It is your host, Charles Becco, y'all. And it is time for the lightning round. I want to thank everybody for being here today. It's a very special day, as it always is. Again, I am your host, Charles Becco, and I am joined on the stage by none other than Sabrina. Sabrina, introduce yourself to the crowd.
Hi guys, welcome everybody. Good evening, Charles. How are you? Welcome to the room. This is the lightning round, buy, sell, or hold, where you guys give us your tickers and we will break them down both technically and fundamentally. If you need the fundamentals, just let us know. A little bit about me. So for those of you who don't know me, who are new to the room, I work for Merrill Lynch. I've been working in investment banking now for 10 plus years. I buy and sell both equities and crypto. I also buy and sell real estate in New York and soon to be Florida, now that I have relocated. If anyone's looking for a house, hit me up. Anyway, I'm here to help the community in any way I can. If you guys follow both me and Charles on Instagram, we both post trading tidbits to our stories every day. I post tickers probably every other day, what my picks are, as well as investment ideas. Nothing that I say is to be considered financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Welcome to the room, everyone. Back to you, Charles.
All right. Let me just been spending the time on the back end here. One of my speakers is not working, or it is working, but it's not connecting properly. But it is all good. Let me get you guys the link to. Let me get the link out there to everyone here. Okay, that's now in the chat, and we're getting it to the various other communities there. Okay, here it is there, and there it is there. So the margins group. All right. So today, again, sometimes I take it for granted that folks know what the heck we're talking about. Today we'll be breaking down your tickers, right? So what I like for everybody to do is send your tickers, your stocks, or crypto that you would like to have broken down or have taken a look at to Sabrina or myself on the back end. Try hitting up Sabrina because I got lots of things going on here on my screen and I might miss it, right? Send it to Sabrina on the back end. Hit the little kite, or what's that? Oh, that's a paper airplane icon, and we'll break down your tickers, right? And today we want to answer the question: what is going on with the stock market? Is the stock market okay? Is it safe? Can we now come out and play? These are the questions that we are going to attempt to answer today. We'll open up the live stream here. Again, just a few things here that's not working exactly how they should. Not going to worry about it too much. Let me just make sure that this is that. Okay, good. Get that there. But generally speaking, right, market's kind of flip-flopped a little bit here between Friday and today, and we're going to talk about that, right? So, okay, I got that up. That's going. I think it's time to open up the YouTube. Sabrina, let the folks know about the YouTube. You do such a good job when they really do listen to you.
All right, guys, so let me give you just a quick little speech, right? So there's a couple of things that I'd like you guys to do, especially and don't know what we're talking about. Charles is going to look at the charts and look at the tickers that you send. When we say tickers, right, it's the stock symbol of your position. For example, Goldman Sachs would be GS. That's what you send me. That's what we'll look up. We'll pull up the charts in the YouTube. The link is above mine and Charles's head. So hop onto the YouTube so you can see the charts that Charles is looking at, and you can see what he's talking about when he talks about support, resistance, the MACD. He uses all these technical terms, right? So definitely get into the YouTube. If you'd like to learn more about how to read charts, how to understand accumulation and dips, and when is the best time to buy according to the technicals, please hit us up at brooklyntraders.net. There is an abundance of classes there, as well as Charles teaches classes every other Sunday that are live. So if you want to learn more about trading in general, how to read charts, how to do analysis, how to pick your stocks, what strategies you should use, definitely hit up brooklyntraders.net.
Different rooms. Back to you, Charles.
All right, very good. Thank you so much for the level set there, Sabrina. Okay, so actually, let me just get to the market first, and then we'll get to the tickers. So very interesting, right? So technically, right? And the market kind of moves in waves and it moves in ebbs and flows, right? So technically, right? And I'll probably get beat up for saying this, right? Because it sounds absolutely just bonkers to say it. But technically, right, the market technically is still in a short setup here, right? Just because we had a nice move, we got a nice bounce. We got more of what's called a reversion to the mean. Basically, you know, stocks just don't go all the way down. That's how flags happen. That's how bear flags happen. That's how bull flags happen. And so when you're looking at SPY here, right, we came down all the way to the second ATR, or if you look on a different chart, we came down to the 34 simple moving average, and we got an auto bounce, right? And so, yeah, we got an auto bounce. Right now, we gapped up like $1 and change after hours, you know, going back to look like the testing highs here. It is 6 o'clock, so the futures are open, okay? So we do have that. But until SPY goes up a little bit more and it breaks this trailing level here, the two-day stop for people who are short, we are still in a short sub. And as a matter of fact, I have an algorithm here that's letting me know that we should actually short this pop in SPY, right? Again, sounds crazy, but we've seen something similar happen with the Qs. The Qs are a little bit different, okay? Actually, the Qs bounced out of its short setup today, right? You had a short setup that, you know, pretty much fired off last week. We have the MACD that crossed down. Again, short setup fired here. You know, we had a big bounce day, then we had a big wash day, then we had another super gigantic bounce. I mean, think about it. We closed at 391, opened up at 396, right? But the Qs just bounced themselves out of a short setup, right? And so sometimes you see things like that. You see variances. You see sometimes as the Dow is strengthening, the Qs might be weakening and vice versa and so forth. There's also an issue of breadth. You know, you have a lot of the underlying market that is actually weakening up. And so let's say right now the market is primarily being driven by a handful of names, and those names are like the Microsofts, the Nvidias, the Apples, the Teslas, and everything else seems to be taking a break, right? Let me see if I could pull up one of my watch lists here, right? And so on this watch list, I have pretty much, you know, the majority of like the biggest names that we trade, right? This is like you can say the primary watches that I like to look at pretty much every day, right? And you can kind of see here, right? If you look at the net change, it looks about half and half, but I could tell you something. Towards most of the day, right? Most of the day, these names were mostly red, okay? And it was really just a handful of names. Again, Google, Amazon, Tesla, Nvidia, AMD, Roblox, you know, Apple. You know, those are the names that are kind of like pushing the market forward. Of course, not so much AMD and Roblox, right? Obviously. The big boys, right? Google, Amazon, Tesla, Microsoft, Nvidia. If all these in Microsoft, if these guys are up, you could bet your bottom dollar that the market is also going to be up. But it shouldn't be that way, right? Should the entire market really depend on 5 or 6 stocks, right? And guess what? These are trillion-dollar companies, like $1 and $2 trillion, like something that hasn't happened in 1,000 years. Like, you know, you've never had a single company be worth $1 trillion. And what does that really mean for the overall strength of the market if the market is being defined by just a handful of players, right? That's like making a statement as to the health of the average player in the NBA. But then your model for the average player in the NBA is like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Kobe Bryant and such. I mean, you can't really measure what's average or how well the whole is doing by just a handful of names. And so I do have a speculative theory that that one day, right, when the market wants to turn over, that it'll probably be because we just thought the market was a lot stronger than it was, because we're looking at just the star players who are pretty much dragging the rest of the market along, while names like Visa, names like Bank of America, Boeing, big stalwarts of the game, Freeport McMoran, U.S. Steel, just, Raytheon, GE, companies like that are, kind of sputtering along, right? And so, just something to talk about. So what does this all really mean, right? Okay, do you guys even care? Okay, QQQ is out of a short setup. However, it's still a little bit bearish here. Expect some choppiness here. Okay, SPY. SPY is actually still in a short setup, even though, again, more power to the day traders, right? If you're able to scalp, hey, this has been a scalper's market, right? This has been a stock picker's market, right? Look at like Twitter, for instance, right? And the team, if you're not looking on the stream, if you're not looking on the YouTube, you're missing half the show, okay? Look at Twitter here. We had Twitter. We added Twitter last week, okay, based on a buy setup that we saw in the market. And literally, I kid you not, we caught pretty much we sold the majority of our stuff right here. Okay, we had this gigantic gap up. We believe, hey, you got the bag, take the bag. You take the bag, or the market will take the bag. You see what's going on here? Like, this thing gapped up like 9% pre-market off the news that Jack Dorsey was stepping down as the CEO and being replaced by, I know his name, but I can't pronounce it, so I'm not going to try to butcher it, and then somebody accuse me of some kind of hate crime because I just butchered this man's name so poorly. So to the new Twitter CEO, just be glad that Charles Becco is not killing your name right now. Okay, but again, right, popped up 9% and just wipe down 2%, right? So an 11% swing in the opposite direction. That does not bode well for Twitter. Twitter's not the only one. Look at Boeing here. Boeing was up 2-3%. Yoink, just total wipe, right? What else is up? I think Hertz was up, right? Yeah, Hertz was up, came down, went all the way up. If you look at Roblox here, right? Roblox is a very funny animal. You can't just look at Roblox. Roblox is just doing its own thing. It's on its own planet. Because, you see a pattern like this, even from a day trader's perspective, this is almost untradeable, right? All the way down, all the way up. Just getting wiped back and forth within the market. It's very hard to day trade. We did a class in day trading, right? We shared some statistics. And, for most people, it's statistically impossible to sit down every day in day trade and be successful, right? So you folks got to be extremely careful, extremely diligent with what you're doing here, right? And so, again, just more names like this. Let's see, what was up from this morning? I can't even think of all the names. Okay, we know Disney was kind of taking it on the chin. I can't think of all the names right now, but basically, I don't believe we're out of the woods yet. Not because of Omicron, right? I think there's a lot of hype that goes into that name. I mean, I'm starting to look at the World Health Organization the same way I look at some popular news organizations, right? They're just like, every 5 minutes they're coming out with a news statement that's just contradictory to another. I have no idea what to even think or know. I'm totally fatigued by COVID news. I'm just totally over it. Definitely very serious. Keep your mask on. Do what you need to do in terms of vaccination, however you so feel and so choose. Hey, whatever you do to float your boat, just keep yourself safe one way or the other. Folks are still dying out there, so you have to be careful. With that being said, okay, SPY looks like it could possibly go back to retest the lows. You got to see. Sometimes these things take time to play out. Dow was flip-flopping today, right? Here's another one, right? Looking on the 5-minute time frame, again, all the way down, went negative 1 point all the way up. Max volatility here, so just be careful. Let's look at the VIX, something that we've talked about here. VIX is still high. VIX is still high. You know, we went as high as 25 today. I think there was some kind of Fed statement or some notes that came out early in the morning, and then we just kind of petered off, and then we're coming back up again, right? Anytime you have a VIX above 20, it's not safe. It's just not safe in the streets. It just ain't. Like, to me, you know, a bullish market has a VIX under 20. A bullish market has a VIX under 16, under 15 for a VIX. And so if the VIX is over 20, then something's wrong, and you just have to be very careful in the market. Want to welcome some more co-mods in the stages here. Want to welcome Shanisha and also Charlene. Shanisha, please introduce yourself to the crowd.
Hey, great evening, everyone. I'm Shanisha Dixon-Tyrell, financial coach and author to a children's financial literacy book called You're Always Broke. I'm also an investor, an options trader, and I'm, thank you, Charles.
Absolutely. Can you tell folks where they could get that book, You're Always Broke?
Yeah, definitely. You can click the link in my bio, go to my Instagram, to get the link in my bio, and then go to my website. You'll see the book there. You can get the hard copy on my website, ShanishaChangingLives.com, or you can get an ebook on Amazon.
All right. Thank you so very much, Shanisha. Did you have something else to say? I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say thank you in advance.
Awesome sauce. And Charlene, please introduce yourself to the crowd. Also, when you're done, could you also give us a reset? Please, pretty please. Appreciate you.
I got you guys. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning. My name is Charlene. I hope you guys can hear me because Clubhouse has been glitchy with me lately. I am life, mother, newbie trader because I'm always learning something new, all that jazz. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning, depending on where you are. This is the lightning round by Sell or Hold, where you give us your tickets. We pull up the charts live on YouTube, and you decide whether you want to buy, sell, or hold. Don't forget that the link is right above our heads, so you can go ahead and click on the YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe and share and comment and like. Don't forget to follow your mods, and please don't forget to click on the green house to become a member of the Trading Degen, so you're aware whenever we open a room. Always click on the bell, both on YouTube and on the Day Trading Degen. All right, thank you for joining us. Over to you, Charles.
Hey guys, sorry, Charles. Just really quick, I think we have our tickers for the night. We have a whole long list.
All right, guys, hand raising is going to be off since we are full on tickers, but we are here again on Wednesday and Friday. So again, that's another reason for you to click on that bell so you're aware Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays are when we are here for you.
All right, boom. And Sabrina, are you being stingy with the tickers? Are we really full already?
Do you not see the group chat, my man?
All right, let me see. Oh, yeah, this. Yeah, we got a couple. All right, I'll tell you what. I guess from Clubhouse, I think we done here. But if you tap in on YouTube, I see the YouTube is still a little light there. Throw in some on the YouTube, okay? Throw some in the YouTube chat. So show some love. We'll take 3 more from YouTube only, right? And don't forget to follow us on YouTube. Click that little bell icon, whatever those popular influencers and streamers be saying. I don't even know how the bell icon work. Just click it anyway. We'll figure it out. All right. We'll take only 2 or 3 more from YouTube. I think we're good with Clubhouse, okay? Sabrina, I love you, okay? We just gonna let them. We just gonna let anybody who has a chance come pick 2 or 3 on YouTube, and we'll break those down. But let me read
That's the benefit of being on YouTube. You better hop on there quick.
Boom. Hey, Sabrina, why don't you want to tell them what happened to me today with those parking spots? I was in the car swearing up a storm in the car. God. You want to tell them, Sabrina, should I?
I can tell the story if you want.
Matter of fact, let me tell it, because you might put some extra sauce on it. Basically, when you live in New York, parking can be tough. And I live in Brooklyn, and I live in like a really super busy part of Brooklyn. It's 24 hours over here. So literally, I stepped out of my building. There were 2 parking spots in front of my building. It makes a big difference, right? Because in New York, you have alternate side parking. You have to move your car like twice a week or something like that, right? They don't want people all taking up all the spots. All right. Makes it a little bit equitable. So I walk out of my building to go to the corner store. I see the 2 spots. I said, all right, let me go get these spots. I left the spot that I was in where I was good until tomorrow to come back. And by the time I just circled the block one time, both those spots were gone. And I literally had to spend like another 10, 15 minutes looking for a spot. It was ridiculous. And it's kind of like the lightning round here, right? Like, if y'all don't come up and throw in y'all tickers, y'all gonna get y'all spot taken. And they damn well sure did listen. Sorry for swearing. Man, okay, so I'm gonna put it like this, right? We're only gonna take one from each. So Avi just got one, and then March wants to look at Lucid and Pfizer. Right, you have to pick one. Toria, you have to pick one as well. Hey, Sabrina, you want to take a look at Pfizer? I don't like biotechs. Charlene, maybe you could take that one. Because I don't, biotechs, whatever. I'll look at the chart, but, maybe you can fill in. So, let me just go over the tickers. We are for sure done with tickers now. Absolutely. Okay, we got Disney, Goldman Sachs, Starbucks, Shiba Inu for you crypto guys. SPY, Boeing, we did SPY already. Right, okay. Crypto AMP, I have no idea what that is. Or AMP.X, I don't know what that is, but whatever, we'll look for it. We have LAC, which is the lithium company, right? Lucid, Pfizer, and Nike. When I mean Nike, I mean Nike, right? So let's just get to it, right? Let's get on with the show. All right, Goldman Sachs, what's going on there? I'm letting y'all know Goldman Sachs looks bearish to me. You had a big booming day, and Goldman Sachs couldn't do nothing. Right? Today was a day where the market boomed and Goldman Sachs underperformed. And, this chart, if you look on the weekly time frame here, the weekly time frame looks like it's in a little bit of trouble. Okay, we are weakening. We had the MACD cross that took place way back. And you see how long some of these patterns take to play out, right? You had a MACD cross at the downside way back in June. And we're way over here in... we're way over here in December almost, dang near, and we're just starting to just show negative signs now from a signal that came out in a weekly time frame 6 entire months ago, right? So just be careful because we came down to the weekly 21, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and right now we're under the weekly 21. There's nothing here that gives me the impression that we're just not going to just kind of fade back down. And if we want to go to the 200, which is only like $10 away, I see that. I see that in the future. I see potentially. I mean, sure. Do we get an obligatory bounce right here on the second ATR? Absolutely. Back to the mean. To 399 to 395, but I think this chart is going down. I think we're heading to the 200 at 375, right? So how could markets be, on the way to potentially, right? Potentially just being a couple bucks under all-time highs, and you have Goldman Sachs and the XLF that looks crazy right now. Look at the XLF, right? Under its 50 here. Not can't exactly call it a death cross, but definitely bearish on the daily time frame, definitely bearish on the weekly time frame. Weekly MACD crossed down. XLF just doesn't look good. So, let me look at crude oil. Sometimes you have to look at the whole picture, right? And crude oil is still not doing too much. I mean, we kind of went up here to $73 a barrel, faded back down to 70. We're hanging out at 70. Just to me, any kind of bounce you see in crude oil, in my opinion, will be sold off into. Okay. So just in general, Goldman Sachs, I'm sorry, it doesn't look good. Doesn't look, again, there's a variance between what the market is doing and what everybody else is doing, right? And so it's just not, we're just not getting as clear of a picture as you possibly can. And right now, Goldman Sachs doesn't look good. Does not look good. Let's go to Starbucks. I think Starbucks may be an exception. I think I peeked at this chart. Oh no, I made a mistake. I might have been thinking about something else. This actually doesn't look as good because, here we go. Starbucks, fell way under its 200. faded all the way back to 105, had a Superman bounce, and now we're back under the 200, and we've got a death cross on StarBucks, right? Look at this death cross. Look at this death cross, okay? Man, oh man. Does any one of the other moderators here want to tell the folks what a death cross means for a particular, for their ticker or their portfolio? I don't want to just be the only one talking up here today. I need to rest my voice a little bit. Sabrina, Shanisha, Charlene, anyone want to explain the death cross to our audience out there?
I mean, it's death, right? So 6 feet under. Go ahead, Charles.
Thanks, Charlene.
Isn't it when it moves under, it's like 50-day, 30 or 50-day average, something like that?
Yeah, no, you're right.
So that would be depending on your EMAs and SMAs or what your moving averages. But yes, regardless, if it's a death cross, it's going down.
Right. And so, you ladies are both right? It's when your 50-day SMA, right, or EMA, you could use either one depending on what kind of chart you're using. It's when the 50 crosses under the 200, right? As you can see, right, let's go back. This is 1 year. Let me just pull up another chart maybe in StarBucks that may be a little bit cleaner. Let's pull up maybe a 3-year chart. Okay, let me get rid of these Fibonacci levels. I don't know why I had these Fibonacci's up here. This is how y'all know I really do this, because I've got old lines and analyses all over the place, right? Let me see this here. I think, yeah, so the reason why this doesn't look like this is I have the exponential moving average, right? So right now on the exponential moving average, you don't see the EMAs crossing just as much as you do the simple, right? So right now, the simple moving average, right, not exponential. Exponential is weighted more to what's happening currently, but the simple moving average, right, which I think is probably more widely monitored and checked. Right now, you have the simple moving average crossing under the 50, crossing under the 200, which will trigger a lot of sell-off programs, especially for mutual funds, right? Things that do this, again, for people who are managing a portfolio of billions and hundreds of millions of dollars, hey, they're going to start shaving off some of their positions and some of their exposures, right, to companies that are in a death cross, and they'll put more into companies that are in a golden cross, which is when traditionally, right, the 50 simple moving average passes above the 200. But right now we have the inverse. So StarBucks, again, for you long-term holders here, maybe it may be time to start peeling off or limiting your exposure in StarBucks, right? As you can see, the daily chart is just absolute chop fest, right? You don't want to trade this. This is untradeable. Do not trade this, okay? I don't like to see people get chopped up. I don't like to see people lose money. There's just way better charts to trade. Here's a freebie. Freebie Monday, right? Look at Akami. I won't tell you how to play this, right? But I can point you in the right direction. This is a chart that you get. This is, right? Up, down, up, right? Just nice and trendy, right? You want a trendy chart, right? This is like a phase 1 here, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. It doesn't really, Akam doesn't really give you like phase 1s. You don't have these protracted moves, right? It just comes down to the third ATR and you bounce like a basketball, right? So if you want to call this like a mini phase 1 somewhere down here, sure. But it's lots of phase 4s and lots of phase 2s, right? Which is just up and down, right? Up, sideways, down, sideways, up, and just up, right? It still looks like we're in a phase 2 market phase with Akam here. Now, Akam, it also had a death cross, right? But now, look at what the 50 is doing, right? The 50 looks like it may be starting to try to curl back into a golden cross, right? So, Akam, look at names like that. Short-term, StarBucks is super choppy. I would just avoid it because, there's better things out there. I mean, you would just have better luck with Roblox, right? Even though I think Roblox is super high right now, at least it's high, and it doesn't want to go down, right? So Roblox, AMD, I think made an all-time high today. There you go, AMD. Look at that, right? This is fine. You know, again, super extended on the weekly time frame. We are very extended, right? But hey, at least this has got a clear heading, right? So that's that. Team, we're not taking any more tickers. Just letting you know that. Shiba Inu, I did pull up the SHIB chart here.
Charles, did you do Goldman?
Oh yeah, Goldman Sachs is bearish. Yeah, we did that already. It's bearish for sure.
My bad.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Shiba, for you Shiba fans out there, Shiba's up 16%, and looks like the you got the indicators pointing up here on Shiba. Okay, so it may be time to come out of your crypto closet and buy some Shiba Inu. Just be careful, manage your risk. Just be careful, right? The chart looks really good, really bullish in the 4 hour. It doesn't mean that that it's just going to go to the moon, right? Just be very careful, mind your risk. It does look like the bears maybe potentially want to tap out here. Not showing up on the daily time frame, but on the 4 hour time frame, Shiba Inu looks good. Let me just check on Solana. Added some Solana the other day. Is it Solana? I know it's SOL. Right.
So just remember, guys, right? SHIB is a meme coin, so it can go in any direction at any moment. And crypto is very, very hard to manage because crypto is traded 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So just be cautious, guys.
Yep, folks, you don't want to get clapped, okay? It's a coined phase here, okay? It's a coined phrase here, okay? Charles Becco was the first. Do not get clapped, okay? Don't get clapped out there in the markets, all right? Just be very, very careful with what you're doing. But that is the crypto right there, okay? So we got SHIB out the way. Shouts out to the SHIB army. We went over SPY. Let's look at Boeing again. Look at Boeing here, right? Man, just gap up, crushed. Boeing looked like Boeing had everything going for it, right? Boeing is like the guy who is just blessed with like an incredible body. He looks great. He's got like offers from colleges, and he just sits in the corner all day, drinks beer, and smokes too much weed. And he's just totally wasted all his talent, all his ability. It just looks terrible. Like, Boeing, okay, you had this clapping that happened here, right? But then you gapped up. Boeing, you gapped up. You gapped up at 202. You were in. Boeing had everything going for it today. I think it was up like 2-3%. If Boeing would have just held these levels, we could have easily just sailed right to 205, right to 207, right to 210. Would have been a nice, easy play. What does Boeing do? Just drop the ball. Okay? Something's wrong with Boeing here. Okay? I'm thinking this is some end-of-year tax selling or something, right? I'm going to let you know. We are very oversold, right? But just, man, it just looks bad. This is just not good. I have no idea why this does this, right? Like, to me, it's almost like you're helping out a friend on hard times. It's like you just gave them a house and they burned down the house. That's how bad this chart looks to me, okay? Boeing was something I was looking to buy today, okay? Look what happened. I'm very disappointed. I'm very upset. I'm upset. I'm Drake upset. I'm light-skin upset. I'm upset. I'm mad. Look at Boeing, okay? Why do I spend so much time on some things that suck? Because I want you to understand when things suck and to just avoid them. Because if I speak with just a monotone voice where I talk like this all the time, you just wouldn't get it. You just wouldn't understand why this looks so bad, right? So Boeing does not look good for whatever reason. So you may want to just tap out of this one for right now. Man, I'm very disappointed. I'm upset. Okay, I'm hurt. I feel attacked. Okay. If Boeing wants to turn itself around, let's see above 199.50, right? Let's see a close above 199.50 for a potential run to the long side on Boeing. Sabrina, could you give us a quick reset before we get to the rest of the tickers, please? I appreciate you.
Sure, no problem. Hi, guys. Good evening. Good afternoon. Good morning. Welcome to the lightning round. Buy, sell, or hold, where you give us your tickers and we break them down we break them down technically and fundamentally if needed. Above my head is the link to the YouTube video where you can see Charles breaking down your tickers and the chart
that he's looking at. If you're not already in the YouTube, please jump on it. Please give your mods a follow. Please also follow the Day Trading Degens Room by clicking on that greenhouse at the top right there and turning on the bell. Thank you, everyone. Back to you, Charles.
All right, we are back. All right, let me go over the current list here. Okay. Let's look at the current list. So we did Goldman Sachs, we did Starbucks already, right? We just destroyed Boeing. I'm sorry. I don't know what crypto AMP is. And let me look at the next one I see is AXAX. I don't even know what that is, but I'm gonna try to look it up. If I can't find it, you're gonna have to give me something.
Yeah, I was just looking at both of them. I don't think you're gonna find much.
No, I can't find that. So whoever put out this crypto play, crypto AMP or AXAX, we have no idea what that is. Please help us out there with a symbol for the name. Right now, let's go to Pfizer. Okay, I'm going to look at the chart, and Charlene and Sabrina, they mess with the biotechs more than me. They can tell you a lot better. This chart looks bearish to me. That's it. Okay, we had a nice move.
Well,
looks bearish to me. But go ahead, Sabrina.
They did drop news today, right? That they're developing this pill that everyone can take to fight COVID, right? To make your hospitalization or your symptoms less harmful. So they did say today that the pill will work with the new COVID variant, and they are also pushing. Obviously, everyone's pushing for more vaccines and for more and to expand their vaccination protocol to include the new variant. So I think even though you may be seeing it bearish, it may be bullish in the short term and bearish in the long term. Charlene, do you want to add anything, or do you agree, disagree?
I agree with this new variant. You just don't know. So it's one of those things that I think that all you need is one word. Most likely lockdown or restrictions or something mandate, and that's all they need. So I'm just watching it by ear. I did play a little bit today, but yeah, just be careful.
Oh. Sorry, I'm over here. I got so many dang apps on my phone. I'm here looking through all my apps to unmute the Clubhouse. All right, so very good. For right now, right? I mean, this chart is a little bit overbought, but I'll tell you what. Pfizer want to take this dip. Shoot, I might add some shares at $50. Okay. I think again, typically, folks, I do not like biotechs for different reasons. But again, to let you know how much I don't like biotech, I don't think I've ever bought Myrna, or if I did, maybe it was for like 5 minutes a day trade, maybe just once, and that's pushing it. I can't exactly recall, but maybe there's I went crazy for 5 minutes, or I was chasing something. I don't know. Maybe I was on drugs. I don't do drugs, but maybe I was that day. I bought some Myrna. But I'm letting you know right here, this Pfizer chart, the way that it looks. If Pfizer wants to test 50, or maybe if it wants to come down and test 51 or 52 here, I may be convinced to buy some shares long term on Pfizer. Okay. But yeah, wait for it to cool off here. This is a big bearish candle here, not what you want to see. So maybe Pfizer just wants to take a breath. Okay, that's Pfizer. Now I see AMP here. I'm not too sure. Is AMP that crypto? Is it AMP? Is it AMP? I guess it is AMP.
Yeah, that's the crypto. You can skip that one.
Okay. So here's AMP. I guess this is new. There's not enough data to provide any analysis. It's going sideways. This is a phase 1 market phase, right? So for me, as long as AMP wants to hold 5.5 cents, right? Then yeah, you're good. It looks a little bit bearish right here on the 30-minute time frame, right? Let's look at a 4-hour time frame. Oh, that's 4 hours right now, 30 minutes. This 30 minutes here. Yeah, bearish on the 30-minute time frame. Slightly bearish on the 4-hour time frame. Let's look at the daily here. Yeah, it looks a little bearish. It's brand new. There's nothing we can do. If you like it, you can buy and hold long term. There's not enough data here to provide any real sort of technical analysis, right? So just be, as in all things, be careful. Don't put in more money than you could lose. I don't treat crypto the same way I would treat penny stocks. With penny stocks, I always tell folks, hey, don't put in more than 500 or 1,000 into any penny stock. Maybe that could help you to do the same thing with AMP here. It does look a little bearish on the 30-minute time frame on AMP, AMP. All right, now let's look at Nike or Nike. Oh, hold on. Dagnabbit. Let's look at Nike. A little concerned with Nike here. This is a time of year that Nike actually does typically well. Nike came down, bounced off to 21, and it's at the 21 again. So this looks more like a double top to me. I just don't like the way Nike looks. It's losing momentum. You got a MACD cross down, double top chart pattern here. This is looking more bearish to me, unless we could kind of resolve to the upside. I guess to me, if we could just get above and stay above the 8 simple moving average, which is at 171.50, if we could just get and stay above there, maybe you could be bullish. But this chart looks very bearish to me. Looks more bearish than bullish. Right, so I'm just going to set some alerts just in case Nike wants to do this, right? Again, above 171.50, if Nike could just get above there and hold above there and stay above there, then I could be convinced to be more bullish. But right now, the chart looks bearish, so we got to go with that on Nike. Let's look at Lucid here. Lucid refuses to die, y'all. Lucid refuses to die. You know, I feel like playing that Terminator music. You know that Terminator music?
Lucid is not going to die, man.
Right,
what are you talking about? You know this is one of my babies, so, and I'm pretty sure everyone in the room knows this is one of my babies.
Hey, look, I'm letting y'all know right now. You know what Lucid is looking like to me right now? I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what Lucid is looking like to me, right? Lucid is looking like the T-1000. Y'all remember the T-1000 from Terminator? Da-na-na, na-na-na. Remember this dude? This dude was not dying. Y'all remember this dude? He was not going away, okay? This dude is looking like the T-1000. That's what Lucid looks like to me. This thing is a machine. I don't want to pump and hype Lucid. You know, we get super excited about it. I mean, I don't know what the short interest is on Lucid, but I will be very afraid as a bear on Lucid. I would just be very afraid. I like Lucid. I say Lucid back to all-time highs and above on Lucid. Okay. Any other words, Sabrina? Anything coming up? Lucid. Lucid. See, I almost called you Lucid, dagnabbit. Sabrina, do we have any news or anything down the pipeline? You know, are people waiting for things? What's happening on the, for Lucid Gang?
No, I mean, they're rolling out the cars. They're fulfilling their pre-orders. I think Q1 of 2022 is going to be a big quarter for them if they can manage to deliver everything and still keep up getting new orders, the pre-orders for the cars.
All right. All right. Is there any particular days or anything that people are waiting on and coming up with? Anything or no?
I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but I can come back to you.
Wonderful. Okay, pretty cool. All right, so that is Lucid. All right. Let me see. I lost my train of thought there. Okay, that's Lucid. Man, a lot of crypto plays here. So I guess we got Crow. I think we got everything. We got Crow here. Another crypto play, Crow. And then I'll do one last one. And I'm going to end it off with Tesla. All right, so stay tuned.
I was just about to ask you do Tesla for me.
Hey, yeah, somebody beat you to it.
That's cool.
Yep. Again, crypto looks like it wants to turn around, right? So a lot of these charts look very similar. Okay. A lot of these charts look similar. I think Crow wants to potentially turn itself around. But again, you have to treat it like a scalp, right? I can't say that right here is the best place to buy anything long term because, of just where the crypto market has come from, right? Like these things have been up and away, right? And so right now we're lower here. Crow just kind of went back into the range of where it's been. The weekly still looks very bearish, right? But on the shorter term time frames, it looks like it wants to turn itself around. On the 4-hour time frame, it looks kind of bullish, right? So if you want to get in for a scalp, right now may be the time to do it on Crow, CRO, all right? And to wrap up today's list, let's go to Tesla. Tesla's another one that don't want to die. Tesla, you got AMD, you got Roblox, and you got Lucid. These are 4 die-hard tickers, right? I
hope you don't want them to die.
No, I mean, you know what it is? It's not about want them to die, but the weekly charts look broken, right? So let's again. So I try to stay very objective, right? I try not to be hyped up too much. Let's just focus on, and I'm glad you brought that up, right? Just so that you know, all you folks know that I'm not a hater. Also, I want everybody to know, right? Okay, it's been a while since I've shown this, but I'm gonna have to show it again, right? Because that, I guess that it's not frustrating, but it's kind of peculiar to hear somebody tell me that I don't want to hear Tesla die, because that was the biggest Tesla bull like forever, and I'll show you how big of a Tesla bull I am. Hold on, let me see here, or you guys can see this. Let me move this over here. I forgot you guys can see my screen. Okay, here it is. Every now and again, I'm obligated to pull this up, right? But here it is, right? August 9th, 2019, before the split. Know how you save for retirement? Buy $5,000 worth of Uber and Tesla, then forget about it. Charles Becco's the original Tesla bull, y'all. Okay? So I definitely don't want Tesla to die. I was knee deep into Tesla when Joe Rogan was smoking blunts with Elon Musk. Okay? So that's how we roll with Tesla. However, as much of a bull as I am on Tesla, right? As much of a bull as I am, this weekly chart looks a little hot. I mean, we came down, we tested the 8, we bounced, we came down, tested the 8, and we bounced. So it's still very bullish. Still very bullish, right? Even the daily chart still very bullish, right? So I'm surprised that it's holding these gains, right? And to me, if the thing doesn't want to go down, right, as we could tell from the weekly chart, then of course this thing has got to go up, right? And so that is what the deal is here on Tesla, right? Tesla is not a short. It is not a short.
We need a split. We need another split.
You just try and get some more money. It's all good. We're all trying to get some more money.
It's coming. February or March.
I can't wait. Tell them to hurry up, Charlene.
All right, let me see here. Let me try to I want to get a weekly
So
chart.
I was going to say Tesla going to 1,300 this week.
Hey, anything's possible, team. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. This weekly squeeze looks like it's running out of steam there, but it's Tesla. You know, Tesla's a machine. Tesla looks good, but where do I see it in a day? Yeah, it's turning itself around. It's turning itself around. It would not be crazy to target this 1,200. I would want to see the daily MACD cross to the upside. But shoot, by then we might already be at 1,200 on Tesla, right? So, there are definitely some option strategies that I would use to take advantage of a potential 1,200 play here on 1,200 play here on Tesla, and you got a daily squeeze here, so Tesla looks like it definitely wants to kick a last few remaining shorts in the can before it actually turns over, right? Typically, I say this is the front side of the move, this is the back side of the move, but this back side of the move looks like another setup for a potential front. So Tesla is not a short. Okay. Very interesting here, right? Very interesting that the price is so compressed between the 21 and the 8. That is concerning. I'd rather see an expansion here in terms of the shape of the 8 and the 21 simple moving average. But again, if Tesla could just hold right here, even if Tesla does nothing and it just holds right here around 1100, the shorts are going to be in trouble. The shorts will have to close their short position, and that is that. Boom. Team, any last words before we wrap it up today?
Yeah, I would just like to remind folks, or actually tell folks to expect choppiness in the market this week for sure, and probably through the end of the year. If you have cash, you can hold on to it. Don't rush into any positions. There will be other buying opportunities. You're going to see, stock dip, tippity-doo-dah. So don't be in a rush to start your position in anything. Just watch it for a little while. And don't be afraid to just hold on to your cash also, if your stock is not moving in the right direction just yet. Good luck with the rest of the week trading, guys. Over to you, Charlene.
I echo what Sabrina said. It's very choppy out there. You will be able to find some plays. There's always upplay in the market, but there's so many tickers but if you do your homework and you chart, and you need help charting, hit up BrooklynTraders.net. But if you do your homework, there will always be plays. I mean, Friday was an awesome day for me, and the market tanked, but it was an awesome day for me. So you'll always find plays.
Shanisha, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say, everyone just, be safe, and be loving, be kind. We never know what people are going through. And while we're focused on taking ourselves to the next level, don't get too consumed with yourself that you forget those around you, right? We still are human beings. We're going through, are spiritual beings having a human experience. And everyone's going through something. So, and don't be hard on yourself, right? Like, you're doing your best. At one point in your life, you were probably never having this conversation. So I just want you to be kind to yourself as well. Most importantly, and just pay attention to Amazon.
Yep. And so, I guess let's take a little gander at Amazon. It looked really good in the weekly time frame. Oh man, this 4-hour MACD looks like it's ready to fire to the long side here. Weekly still looks good. Okay, still looks good. Still in the short setup on a daily time frame, right? So want to see how this gets resolved, but buying Amazon on the 21 SMA bounce, not a bad idea, especially given the weekly time frame. Man, what fun will it be when this weekly fires to the long side? All right. But team, I want to thank everybody for being here. Thanks, God bless, and we will speak with everyone very, very soon. Thanks, and take care, y'all. Ooh, man, 1 second. Where's my music? Where is my music? There we go. All right, y'all. Take care, everybody. Take care. Take care, everybody.